You guys, it's Thanksgiving week. I don't think I'm gonna put out an episode this week, but I figure I do kind of like a different style episode that'll go up the week after Thanksgiving. So it is probably, where's the calendar? I just have my phone propped up. So it will most likely be November 30th by the time you're seeing this video. But I think I'm just gonna do a little bit different style episode for this week. Kind of combine 2 weeks into one. It is November 21st. It is the Tuesday of Thanksgiving week here in the States. And it's exciting. Crazy Sock Lady just dropped a new pattern. There's a good chance I'm going to cast this on today because I finished one of my socks that I was doing on 9-inch circulars this morning. This morning I kitchenered the toe. So I finished off the toe. I did all of the toe decreases last night and then just kitchenered that this morning. And on the other one, I'm in the middle of the toe decreases right now. So these will get finished today. And so that means I only have one sock on the needles, my 2 at a time socks. And so I think I'm gonna cast on a new sock later today. And it's most likely gonna be that Crazy Sock Lady pattern. Because it looks so good. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna link the pattern down below. Even if I don't cast it on today, just because I'm so excited about it. It's been a little bit since she's released a pattern, and I'm so excited, and I know exactly what yarn I'm going to do it in. So yeah, I'll catch up with you later. Just gonna pop in this quick thing and kind of start collecting footage for this a little bit different of a layout episode. Checking back in, it is, I feel like the day's been going by fast but slow at the same time. I've been very busy working, trying to get a lot of stuff done before since it's a short work week. But while on my lunch break, I finished the other socks. I have a complete pair of vanilla socks that I did on my 9-inch circulars. I just finished the toe on the other one and wove in my ends. And so they will need a good blocking. When do I want to do that? I might do that this weekend. I'm not giving them to the person until Christmas, so I do have some time. But yeah, so that's where we left off. So I finished my last rounds of the foot, and then this white stitch marker is where I started the toe decreases and then completed that. And then the same for the other sock. This is where I left off. Finish the foot, and again that marks the toe. And I made sure the toes matched. This time I decreased to the same amount. So I can't remember which episode I talked about this. It might have been like 2 or 3. Episode 2 or 3, I had finished the toes differently. One, I stopped when there was 16 stitches on each needle, and the other I stopped whenever there were 8 stitches on each needle. This time I made sure they matched since they are a gift. So both stopped whenever there was 8 stitches on the front needle, 8 stitches on the back needle, so 16 stitches total, and then did the Kitchener to finish those off. So I'm super excited that I finished them. Okay, sorry, my phone died. Okay, so I took off the stitch markers that I was using to mark every 10 rounds, and I put them on blockers so you can get a better look of them. So these are them. I haven't blocked them yet. They are just fresh off the needles. But yeah, I'm so excited. I love that how these turned out. The 9-inch circulars were a lot easier to work with than I thought they would be. Once I got to the, I thought I knocked something off, but once I got to the toe, I just switched to magic loop and did it that way. And that was super easy. Yeah, so nothing different there than what I'm used to. But yeah, so excited. Again, these are just vanilla socks. I think I did 25 rounds of knit 2, purl 2 for the cuff. I think this is 40 rounds for the leg, flap and gusset heel, 65 rounds for the foot. And this was using the Sweet Georgia Tough Love sock. And all this is on my project page in Ravelry, which I'll have linked down below. So since I was working on the 9-inch circulars and was working them both at the same time, I did split my yarn into 2 different balls. It was the full skein, I think it's like 118 grams. And I just split that as evenly as possible into 2 balls. And so I do have a good amount left over. I weighed them. This one I believe is 26 grams even, and this one was 22.2 grams. So what I think I'm going to do is put the 22.2 gram one. Sorry. I still have my emails on. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is use the 22.2 gram. I'm just gonna hold this double and put into my DK jelly blanket. And then the 26 gram one, I will either use this as contrast heels, toes, cuffs in another sock, or I might just split this down even further from the 26 grams. That way I can use these in scrappy socks, which I do want to try eventually. I think I probably won't cast on scrappy socks in like maybe 2 to 3 socks from now. As I mentioned, Crazy Sock Lady did come out with a new pattern, and I plan on casting that one on in the next day or so. In the next 24 hours. Probably, so I'm going to cast that on. But yeah, it's a good amount of yarn left over. I think I weighed these and they were probably 30 something grams per sock. I don't remember the exact thing. I had it written down. I threw the post-it note away. But yeah, that is finished object for November. It's my first finished object of the month. Okay. I have some work I need to finish up today, and then I will probably pick up my Musselburgh that I'm knitting as a gift again, and then I'm probably going to wind some yarn here in a little bit. I already have yarn picked out for the Crazy Sock Lady pattern, so I might wind that yarn up today or tomorrow. I'm so excited. Happy Thanksgiving. So I did cast on, actually pause, let me take a break. So it is Thanksgiving. I am having some relatives over and I'm kind of like in one of my break spots that I've scheduled in my timeline. Sorry, the TV's going. And I have everything in the oven. I'm about to start some mac and cheese soon, but I wanted to take just a quick bathroom break, sit down. I've been on my feet all day and have my Thanksgiving cast on. I am casting on Crazy Sock Lady's new Find the Joy pattern. So I'm gonna do the cuff on my 9-inch circular, and then once I finish that, I'm gonna switch it over to magic loop. So I will check in with you later. Bye. Hi friends, it is Sunday, November 26th, the Sunday after Thanksgiving. And it's been just a long but wonderful weekend. Thanksgiving was so great. So I hosted some family over, and the food was just so delicious. I tried a new mac and cheese flavor or recipe, and it came out so amazing. My family loved it, and they asked me to share the recipe with them, so that was super fun. The day after Thanksgiving, we went to my husband's parents' house to see them, and had Thanksgiving with his side of the family, and it was so great. Yeah, and it was so great. And then Saturday, yesterday, was mine and my husband's wedding anniversary, and so we went to lunch together. So it's just been a super awesome weekend, but I wanted to bring in a little update here of what I've been working on and what I've been knitting. So I did have a new cast on. Let me start with that. So I did cast on Crazy Sock Lady, her new sock pattern, the Find the Joy socks. And so let's see, I finished a cuff. And I did the cuff on a 9-inch circular. That way I wouldn't have any big ladders, like gaps on the sides of the cuff, like whenever I work in magic loop. And then I finished that, after I finished the 9-inch circular, I put this cuff on magic loop. Sorry, I haven't finished my coffee. We got takeout for breakfast this morning, and so this is my leftover coffee from here. Okay, so I finished the cuff, put it on magic loop, and now it's ready for me. I already cut my yarn because I'm going to use a different yarn for the leg and foot. And I actually prepped the other cuff already, so I worked it on the 9-inch circular and have it all done, and then I cut that yarn as well. And then I think her pattern calls for 20 rounds of ribbing for the cuff. I only did 15 just because I wanted a bit of a shorter cuff on this sock. So this was the yarn that I had used for the cuff. It's Knit Picks. Yeah, so it is Knit Picks Essential, oops, in pumpkin. And it is a 75-25 mix of superwash and nylon. So this is going to be for the cuff and the toe. The foot and the leg is going to be in this yarn. I think this is Long Dog yarn. I don't want to, the tag is in the center of my cake and I don't want to take it out yet, but we'll get there. I'll update my project pages in Ravelry once I find out. And then this is going to be the heel. This is also, I believe, a Long Dog. Actually, okay, I think I can take it out. Yep. yeah, so this is long dog yarn. And this is the Bounce sock. And this is the colorway. This is also a 75-25 mix. And then the colorway is Dream, a Little Dream. So that'll be for the heel. And we'll go ahead and try to get this out. I just don't want yarn guts everywhere. Okay, just a little bit. Yep. And this is also a long dog yarn. Same mix, 75-25, and the colorway is Grace. So that will be what the makeup of the sock is. So it'll be these three together. I'm pretty excited about it. Her video does have a new, or excuse me, the pattern has a new to me stitch, and luckily she has video tutorials. I need to watch those like 1 or 2 more times just so I can make sure I get the hang of it before I start the body of the socks. So, but I'll just do one sock at a time. Well, actually what I'll probably do is work, because I'm doing it on Magic Loop. That's the primary method that I want to use. So I'll probably do the leg I'll get through the leg, and then once I switch to the cuff, I might go ahead and start the leg on this. I don't know. This is ready. I don't know if I'm gonna work them like I can't form words. I'll probably just work one sock at a time with the cuff already ready. So we shall see. Okay, so it was my new cast on. And I cast these on Thanksgiving Day. Okay. So we just put those, and these are my go-to bag. So it's new cast on. And my current whip, the only one I've really been working on, is my Messelberg that I'm knitting for a gift. And I've knit a good chunk. And so I think I'm almost done. I think I just have a few more inches to go for the body, and then I can start the crown decreasing. But I'm super excited. I should be able to finish this. I'm gonna say within a week. I think that'll be good. We'll see. I mean, I think I'll finish it pretty quickly here. Yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at so far. I still need to try on my Scotch brim tee that I can just determine where I am on the length of the body for that and just get it going, because I do want to finish that next. Yeah, definitely before, I mean, we're kind of already in the holiday season, but I definitely want to get that off my needles. I think that's all for the update right now. Everyone is still asleep. So I'm just gonna end this clip here, and then I will see you back in a little bit when I work on some more projects, okay? Hi everyone, it's been a little bit since I last picked up and recorded. So today is actually December 1st, so I need to close out this episode. So let's do that. Because I'm already like a day behind and I need to get this wrapped up. I need to finish editing and get it going. So yes, what I worked on over the last 2 weeks, I finished that one object of my 9-inch circular socks, which I very much enjoyed. I think I will definitely continue to go back to that method. I cast on a new sock, the Find the Joy socks from the Crazy Sock Lady. I love it. It is, I haven't knit up a sock this fast in a long time. So I'm very excited about that. And then I've been knitting on my Musselburgh that I'm knitting as a gift, and that's about it. That's really all I've been knitting on. Yeah, so let's close this out with my 3 simple joys, and it's going to be very holiday oriented over this past week. Simple joy number 1 is just spending this time with family. It's been so nice just having this more cozy time, especially with our son. It was his first Thanksgiving, so that was super nice. Simple joy number 2, it's gonna seem kind of silly, but it's that mac and cheese recipe that I tried and it came out so good. And I don't know what it was. I loved it so much. So that's a simple joy number 2. And then simple joy number 3, I'm just gonna say it's honestly been recording. It's been so fun just to kind of sort of have this piece, this additional piece to knitting and like really sharing it. So not only just sharing it through like my Ravelry project pages or on my Instagram, but just really kind of taking the next step and sharing it with more people. I've really been enjoying it a lot because I've really been enjoying my knitting a lot lately. So that's all for now. I will see you in next week's episode. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. So today is December 1st. I have started filming Vlogmas. Don't know if I'm fully going to commit to it. I wasn't going to, and then I was like, well, then am I going to record Vlogmas because that's daily and then not do weekly podcasts? I don't know what's going to happen, so we're going to see. So please be patient with me and come along for the ride. We'll see what's going to be popping up in these uploads lately, okay? So until next time, stay caffeinated.